From your drama-free true crime destination, this is Verdict Watch from BETHEA'S BYTE Reloaded. And a good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to BETHEA'S BYTE Reloaded Verdict Watch. I'm Ernest Bethea, the last outlaw, and I'm coming to you directly after the verdict in the dentist mastermind trial has just come in. The case of Florida versus Charlie Adelson. And right now I can go ahead and break down the part of the case courtesy of Court TV before I give you what the verdict was. First of all, let me give you a shot of our defendant, if I can. Yes, sir. This is Charlie Adelson. He was accused of plotting the murder of his sister's ex-husband, ex-fiance, ex-husband. I will get all that in just moments. But I can tell you right now, before breaking down the case, Adelson was found guilty of first-degree murder, found guilty of conspiracy to commit murder, and guilty of solicitation of murder. All three counts that he was charged with, he was found guilty. Now here's the way the case broke down. Again, this is courtesy of Court TV. A Florida dentist has been found guilty of all charges in the plot to kill his ex-brother-in-law. Okay, so is his sister's ex-husband. In the plot to kill his ex-brother-in-law, Florida State University law professor Dan Markle. Prosecutors say Charlie Adelson plotted the 2014 murder of his ex-brother-in-law, Dan Markle, so that his sister, Wendy Adelson, could relocate freely with the couple's children. Markle and his ex-wife were embroiled in a contentious custody battle at the time. Markle was gunned down in the driveway of his Tallahassee home. Adelson was initially slated to go to trial in April, but the case experienced multiple delays. Adelson's defense team's request to keep interviews and recordings of Catherine Magbanua was granted. Magbanua, Adelson's ex-girlfriend, was sentenced to life imprisonment plus 2 additional 30-year sentences on charges of conspiracy to commit murder and solicitation to commit murder. Magbanua's ex and father of their children, Sigfredo Garcia, was the one who fired the gun that killed Markle. He was convicted in 2019 and received a life sentence plus an additional 30 years on a conspiracy charge. According to the indictment, Adelson solicited Garcia and another man, Luis Rivera, to kill Markle. Rivera pleaded guilty to second-degree murder when he struck a plea deal in 2016. He was only sentenced to 19 years. Last week, a judge ordered Adelson's parents to face questioning ahead of trial. According to court records, Adelson's parents had planned to plead the fifth at questioning, but hadn't ruled out testifying at trial. The judge then ruled that the Adelsons must answer state's questions or risk being held in contempt. Just before the trial began, both sides agreed not to call the couple. The state stipulated that Harvey or Donna Adelson's attorney said the pair planned to assert their Fifth Amendment right to silence during any interviews. The judge also ruled that jurors could look at video allegedly showing Adelson speaking with one of the accused hitmen. And so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And let me dip in the chat real quick. Daisy, how you doing, Daisy? Good to see you. Yeah, this is good. Charlie Adelson, again, found guilty on all 3 charges: murder, first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and solicitation to commit murder. We're going to find out exactly how much further this goes, but for right now, as it stands, He's guilty on all three counts, and I will have further details in this case, including some testimony, some some of the closing arguments with the prosecution and the defense, and the verdict itself. But you know what? Since I'm getting a decent crowd here, all of a sudden I didn't expect it. I might as well do a couple stories now and get it over with. Let me go back real quick and get myself set here. These are a couple of stories that came to me just last night. All right. I'm gonna get this set up where you can see everything. And I gotta warn you, this these stories contain trigger warnings. All right, here we go. This is coming out of Evansville, Indiana, courtesy of WEVV 44 News. And again, I'm strongly warning you. This is a trigger warning for all of you. If a story like this, and I have a couple of them, if it does something to your mental health, I'm suggesting you turn away now. 3 arrested for neglect after an infant was bitten by dozens of times by rats. And here's those 3 defendants: David Schonnebaum, his wife Angel, and her sister Delania Thurman. 3 people have been arrested on neglect charges in Evansville after police say an infant nearly died after being bitten dozens of times by rats. Let me copy this real quick. All right. Officers with the Evansville Police Department say they were called to a home in South Linwood Avenue on September 13th by David Schonnebaum, who said he found a 6-month-old child in his bassinet covered in blood. At the home, police say they found the bassinet filled with blood with what appeared to be rodent footprints left in the blood. Police say the room itself was full of clutter, trash, and discarded food. They say that several items in the room appeared as if they had been chewed on by rodents, and that there was rodent feces on the floor. Ugh. According to the Evansville Police Department, the child that was injured suffered a near-death experience. They say the infant had 50 bites on his face, bites on his foot and toes, and bites on his fingers, arm, and hands that exposed bone. After being taken to the emergency room in Evansville, police say the child had to be flown to Indianapolis for further treatment. They say he was given a blood transfusion at the hospital because of the amount of blood that was lost. According to police, David Schonnebaum had been living at the home with his wife Angel, along with her sister Delana Thurman. Police say that David and Angel had 3 kids living inside the home, and that Dana had moved in with her 2 children. Police say they brought David in for an interview at headquarters. David said they were allowed to live at the home for free by his cousin as long as he took care of the upkeep of the house, according to EPD. They say David had told them they developed a problem with mice and rats back in March, that he had been setting rat traps and bait boxes provided by Terminex. David said despite that, the problem persisted and he would catch as many as 4 rats a night. Now, yeah. Arctic Fox, long time, no see. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Yeah, poor baby. This of all the stories that sicken me as far as abuse of a child, this has to rank right up there. Police say they reviewed text messages between David and his terminix service provider, where he described the home being completely overwhelmed with rats. In text messages reviewed by police, David explained that he was filling the traps with rats until they broke and that roaches were starting to come back. Records reviewed by police show that Terminix employees documented garbage bags stacked in the backyard, noting that they would attract rodents. When police questioned David about the 6-month-old's injuries, they say he explained that he and Delana had been looking after him but hadn't heard from him making any noise up to the time he fell asleep on the couch around 3 a.m. David went on to tell police that he went to check on the child after waking up around 6:30 a.m. that morning when he found him lying on his stomach with blood everywhere. When police interviewed Delana, they say she told him that several other children in the home had told the teacher that their toes were bit by mice while they were sleeping just a few weeks earlier. She told the DCS agent to come out to the house to talk to him about what the kids had said at school. But she told the DCS agent she doubted the marks on the child's toes were from mice. According to police, Delana said that DCS agent was scheduled to come back to the house on September 14th, the day after the 6-month-old child had nearly died from the bites. After the 6-month-old was taken to the hospital, police said they learned there was already a DCS case against Angel and David. They say the case was opened in December of 2022 when David and Angel were accused of not supervising one of the children, leading to an injury. Police say that Mallinger Home-Based Services had also been working with David and Angel since April. They say the reports noted that the home was filled with clutter, animal feces, and dirty dishes that indicated that conditions at the home were slowly improving, according to police. They say the walkthrough at the home before the incident took place on September 9. Police say all 5 of the kids were removed from the care of Angel, David, and Delana after the incident. They say David was able to find a new home to move into within 24 hours. As a result of the investigation, all 3 were arrested, booked into the Vanderburgh County Jail on a long list of neglect charges. David and Angel are being held on $10,000 bonds, while Delana's was set at only $2,500. Now, let's see. Finally, home good to be. Well, it's good to have you back, Fox. First of all, let's see. Daisy says, thinking the baby would have been crying, and they didn't respond. Could have gotten to it earlier. I agree with that. I totally agree with that. And baby kisses had to get rabies shots on top of these bites. This is ridiculous. It is. I mean, come on. What are you doing as parents, right? Bail is too low. Bail is too low. Okay, Daisy, I'll bite. How much would you put up? How much bail would you set if you were the judge? Now, while I'm waiting on Daisy's answer, this is the follow up because we have a trial date set for the mom in this case, and I use the word mom very, very loosely. Again, this is courtesy of WEVV in Evansville. A trial date has been set for an Evansville mother who was arrested in connection to a gruesome case of neglect. Angel Schonnebaum appeared in court for a hearing on Friday where her jury trial date was set for April 1st, 2024. 1st of April, April Fool's Day, remember that. Court records say Angel also requested a bond reduction at Friday's hearing, but the state objected to that request. She's being held on a $10,000 cash bond. Angel was arrested on neglect charges alongside her husband, David Schonnebaum, and her sister, Delana Thurman, after police said a 6-month-old child nearly died after being eaten alive by rats at a home on South Linwood Avenue. The young victim was released from the hospital, and multiple other children were removed from the rodent-infested home. Thurman had a hearing in the case on Friday as well, where she had another hearing set for November 10. That's about 4 days from now. And as for David, he's awaiting his next hearing in the case, which is scheduled for December 1st. Let's see. Daisy said that the ones with the 10,000 should have been 25,000. Interesting. Babies should have slept between parents if rats were everywhere. Smart parents would think like that. So I'm not gonna say I disagree with you. Reason why baby may be permanently physically scarred and require many treatments. Again, I totally agree. Totally agree. But then again, that's the reason why both the parents and the sister are being charged with child neglect. Those little children, that little 6-month-old in particular, deserve justice, and I believe they're going to get it. All right. All right, hang on, guys. I got another story coming. Oh yes, guys, this one I'm filing under justice served, and when you hear the details of this one, you'll see why. As you can see from the headline, a Texas woman tortured 6-year-old twins, killing one over bedwetting. So where's the justice served come in? Stick around. A Texas woman was sentenced to life in prison for her role in physically abusing her boyfriend's twin daughters, resulting in one's death after less than an hour of deliberation. A Brazos County jury on Thursday found 43-year-old Jessica Bundren guilty of physically abusing her boyfriend's 6-year-old daughters, resulting in the death of one of the little girls. Bundren of Bryan, Texas, was arrested in 2020, accused of physically abusing both girls for not eating fast enough and wetting the bed, according to local authorities. Ariana Rose Battelle died on October 27, 2020 as a result of the injury she suffered, but her twin sister survived her injuries. Bundren is currently held in the Brazos County Jail after being convicted on a charge of injury to a child, intentionally and knowing serious bodily injury, Compte said. A jury on Friday found that Bundren should serve the maximum sentence of life in a state penitentiary and be fined $10,000, adding that Bundren has not gone to trial yet on an additional charge for injuring the surviving twin patients. A Brazos County grand jury indicted the girl's father, Justin Hopper, on 2 counts of injury to a child with intent to cause bodily injuries in December 2020. Hopper is scheduled for a status hearing on December 14. This is Ariana Rose. Yep. My sentiments exactly. People have outrageous expectations for very young children. Bedwetting is an accident. Yes. Yes, but that's what I thought when I saw Phase 2. But when you have parents that go to such lengths, they go through such lengths as to torture a child to that point. I don't know, guys. I really can't. I can't even wrap my head around it. Dr. Evan Matches, a forensic pathologist who was called to testify in Bundren's trial by her defense team, confirmed that Ariana was beaten to death, but could not verify who dealt the blows that took Ariana's life. She was tortured, the doctor said. She may have been sexually assaulted as part of that process. Her death was slow and painful. Slow and painful? Sounds like torture to me. However, the forensic experts said that scientifically, it's impossible to tell who inflicted the fatal injuries, saying it's not the job of the forensic pathologist to determine who did what. It's our job to determine what happened. Copy said while Bundren has never confessed to the crimes that she did admit to disciplining the girls by spankings or swats. Police responded to the 911 call the day Ariana died, said the little girl was found with what appeared to be welts and puncture wounds made by a belt. Puncture wounds made by a belt? Guys. Puncture wounds made by a belt? That must either it's a belt buckle, as Baby Kisses suggested, or could be one of those belts with those stud looking things on the outside. And as far as the bedwetting goes, maybe you're right on that one. Sometimes bedwetting needs surgery to correct. It's just it just amazes me how these parents are doing their kids these days. Patients told investigators that she and Ariana would be punished if they ate lunch too slowly or wet the bed, and said that both Bundren and their father would use a belt and a paddle, according to the arrest report. Police noted in that report that patients had a black eye, a scab on her neck, and appeared to be in pain and moved with difficulty. She also had 2 broken fingers, telling investigators that her father used a wooden paddle to hit her hand. Compte told Newsweek that the abuse was never reported because it happened during the early months of the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020. Since no one had seen the girls, Compte said it's hard to pinpoint exactly how long the abuse occurred, saying investigators believe it may have started somewhere in July or August of 2020, and Ariana died in October. The family did not see the girls because it was during COVID and they were keeping the girls away from people, including school. They were attending school virtually. Kimberly Elias, grandmother of Ariana and patients, told Newsweek in an interview Saturday night that while she is wholeheartedly grateful that Bundren was given a life sentence, that the punishment doesn't ease the pain of Ariana's death. 46-year-old Elias said that during the Bundren's trial last week, the twins' family heard graphic testimony and saw horrific photos of the girls' beaten, bruised, and tortured little bodies that they will never be able to erase from their minds. She told Newsweek that she is the ex-wife of the twins' paternal grandfather, and will always be the girl's Mimi. She said, without Ariana, the family will never be at peace or be whole again. That option was ripped away from us by two monsters. To Miss Elias, that statement, I couldn't agree more. I couldn't. As parents, we are supposed to love and protect our children from the monsters. Yet they were the monsters. We've listened to testimony all last week and seen pictures that we will never be able to erase from our minds. Honestly, it's been a living hell from the beginning, but we are grateful that someone is finally paying for this crime. Elias said that while most media outlets identified Bundren as the girl's stepmother, she was their father's live-in girlfriend. Elias said that Hopper had custody of the twins at the time of Ariana's death. She told Newsweek that Ariana was the sweetest little girl who was full of life and love. Elias said that Ariana and Patience were best friends. With the actions of these monsters, there is now a half of a hole left, she said. Patience will never be the same without Ariana. Hey, Jennifer Hineyhole, how you doing? Good to see you. I'm looking at these at this picture of these two, and they do look like they're the best friends that the grandmother was describing them as. It amazes me. It absolutely astounds me the way parents do children these days. In the 3 years since losing her twin sister and recovering from her own physical injuries, Patience is doing better, her grandmother said, adding that the mental and emotional toll the ordeal is something she will carry for the rest of her life. She is with a really good foster family who she absolutely loves with her whole heart, and she is wanting to be adopted by them. This past birthday, she said she didn't want a birthday party. She wanted an adoption party, and I fully support that. Elias said that Patience has been with the foster family for 3 years and has a very stable and happy life. That makes me so happy and excited for her, she said. I've seen the smile and the light back in her eyes. Elias said that the girl's father deserves to be convicted and face the maximum sentence for his role in their abuse. Now, guys, I want you to pay close attention to this last line, because as I read this article and before posting it, it happened to be my favorite line of the entire article. These are the words of Kimberly Elias, the grandmother. Justice has already whispered in his ear, I'm coming for you next. I'm coming. Justice has already whispered in his ear, I'm coming for you next. Man, I couldn't, that's a line I couldn't script if I tried hard. That is a line I couldn't script if I tried my level best. And I believe deep down So we got the mom. Good, good. Dad, you're next. No doubt about that. There is no doubt about that. Now, I've got one other story, but I've got one more story I want to cover, but I want to load this one up real quick, and if I can, I want to pull up the copyright disclaimer and trigger warning. All right. Okay, let me get my disclaimer here first off. There we go. There's the copyright disclaimer. And the video I want to share with you is already loaded with a with a trigger warning of its own. All right. All right, here we go.
Wait, hold on. They coming. I have a mom who's taking a child that I have custody of, and I need help because she's getting ready to get into a car and drive off. I'm in San Pedro. I'm in San Pedro right now.
So you have custody of it, like sole custody?
I have sole custody, yes, and she's getting ready to pull off in a vehicle right now. I am at the cruise terminal, Los Angeles. I don't know where this is right now. I'm sorry. I don't see an address right now.
Do you have a cross street?
Yes, it's let me see. 1 second. It's Harbor Boulevard is the main street, and Swinford. She's starting the vehicle up right now.
Okay.
And she's driving the engine, and she has them in a car with no car seat. Please. Oh my God.
Son, daughter?
It's a son.
And is she the mother of the child?
Yes.
black, white, Hispanic, or Asian?
I'm sorry?
Is she black, white, Hispanic, or Asian?
She's black.
And how old is she?
I think she's like 38.
What's her name?
Maisha Scott. Huh? No, I didn't say that. No, yeah.
And how did she get your son?
It's her son, but she picked him up from Friday. She picked him up from school Friday for me.
And what's your name and phone number?
My phone number?
Yeah. What's your name?
My name is.
What kind of vehicle is she in?
She's in a U-Haul Silverado. A U-Haul truck.
And what's the license?
Shit. I can't really see the license right now. I'm trying to make sure she don't leave.
All right, we'll send an officer out.
Calm down. It's okay. It's okay. What's going on?
Don't walk church me like that. I'm in distress.
No, I just didn't want the car to run me.
Please don't call a mental place before you run up on me like that. I'm in distress.
Okay, what's
If you
going
need another help for that, don't do that, please. I'm begging y'all. Please don't do that.
Don't do what?
Run up on me and
Look
just
at me.
help.
I'm standing here with my hands in my
Okay.
pockets. All right?
You got that understanding,
Okay.
though, right?
Calm
Y'all on
down.
my page? I'm calm.
No, you're not. Okay,
You
explain
already-
to me what's going on.
I'm calm.
What's
I'm
going
calm.
Okay, listen to the officer.
Okay. This officer here?
Yes.
Okay, you know what?
Okay, what's going on?
Okay. So, me and my cousin, okay, here you go right here.
Ma'am, talk to me.
No, it's fine.
Ma'am, talk to me.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
I'll tell you one.
Now we all can talk together since we all here.
So what's going on?
Okay, so I'm good. I'm a mother.
Okay.
First of all. First.
Yes, I understand. You're a mother.
Okay, and that's it. And I'm having a hard time co-parenting with my cousin here, of course, because then you bring back. Have you seen it? It's just me and my child. You know what I'm saying? So please don't.
Ma'am, ma'am.
Okay,
Just making sure everything's
we
fine.
have to talk. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all wanna do this, y'all can just, you know what I mean?
Listen,
Take
I've
the judge, I'm not
been
gonna
able to
listen
say
you.
about 2 sentences here, okay? Because you haven't been able to explain to me or anything. You keep
No,
interrupting
because
me.
I already
So
said
why
I'm
don't
in
you-
distress already and call
What
somebody
does
that
that
can
mean?
help me.
Okay, explain to me what that means. To you.
That means that the police does not have no control over this situation.
Okay, I don't even know what the situation
What
is because
exactly?
you haven't been able to explain anything to me. So why don't you take a deep breath, okay, and let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
All right? Because I just got here, and I just got some information from what someone told the dispatcher. I really don't understand. Everyone's safe. I'm not concerned about anything right now. No one's going anywhere. All right? But I need to know why I was brought here. So let me ask you a few questions. This is your son, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And how old is he?
5.
5? Okay. Now, explain to me, before anything happened today, what's the custody situation with your son?
The custody situation with my son was that my cousin take care of my son and protect him
Okay.
by all costs until his mother gets out of jail and able to obtain custody herself.
Okay, so there is a court order that's staying this?
No, there was a court order.
There was
the
a
court
court
order is closed.
Okay,
This
so
is a wrap.
Okay, so tell me what the court order originally said.
The court order said for me
Okay.
to listen to my cousin
Okay.
by all means necessary because
Your cousin is this gentleman over here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, okay, let me. So you were in jail at some point, correct?
I was incarcerated.
You were incarcerated at some point, all right? And because of that, your cousin had custody of your child.
Yeah.
Yes or no? Okay. So, who made that decision? Was it
Me.
Department of? No, who made the decision?
No, I made a decision because I asked the courts,
Okay.
can he go with my cousin? Because I trusted my cousin
Okay.
with all that the court was asking. The court asked me, did I know anybody? That means if I know you, that means a family member, a friend, a neighbor that I might know, a nice police officer from back in the day you might know, anybody in the world that could come get your baby today.
Okay. So the court gave your cousin custody of your child?
No.
No.
No one has custody of my child. My child's in the system, meaning he's up for grabs. If I get in trouble, they're going to take him. If he get in trouble, they're going to take him. So no one's right or wrong here.
Okay,
We don't know because we haven't
Let's-
seen no
I'm sorry.
judge.
Let's stop that because obviously we're talking in two different languages here.
Okay,
Because
I understand.
Okay,
Because
so
I'm
why don't
upset.
why don't you tell me what happened today?
Oh, what happened today? I got up, I took a shower, I got a shower, and we headed to the park.
Okay.
And then
Let
today
me ask you a question. So is staying with you?
No, the whole time, all
So-
summer,
Okay.
every day that he's supposed to be with him. I take him to school, I fix him clothes, I buy his food. I got beat up.
Okay, you tell me a bunch of stuff that doesn't really
No,
apply, but let me.
I'm just telling you.
No, let me, because I need to figure this out.
Because I'm upset, that's why. So
Yeah,
you keep telling me to calm down. You can't keep. That's why I said, can you call somebody that can negotiate all of our situations so we all leave fair, so no one just cause no more commotion.
I'm trying to do that.
This is a hazard.
Okay, I'm going to ask you some questions again. Okay, so where do you live?
I live at 14 Nadu.
Okay, is that your own place, or are you staying with someone else?
No, it's a shared living.
Shared living. What does that mean?
Huh?
Explain to me what that means.
Roommate, that means I don't have enough income
Okay,
to
so
live by
you
myself
have-
because
okay.
my cousin gets my income.
So you don't live with your cousin. You
No.
don't live. Okay. Does he live with you?
Yeah,
Okay.
back and forth.
Back and forth.
Joint custody.
So you have joint custody with. How does that work out? Is there certain days that you're
Yeah.
supposed to have him? He's supposed to have him?
Yeah, we agreed with him. He made up everything. Like, I'm just saying yes, because he did me a favor.
Okay.
Let's get an understanding. That's I'm trying to get this understood so
Is
y'all
this-
don't pick sides.
Is this documented?
Yeah, everything is documented. And that's
So-
why I wanted to have a positive
Do you
conversation.
have a copy of that document?
Listen, I have a copy of certain documents. I don't have all the documents in the world to prove what I'm saying is right. He don't have no documents to saying that he's right. All I did was take the document that the police asked me for.
Okay. Okay. So let's avoid that again. We're talking in two different languages, and I don't think we're getting over that. Okay.
But
So
it's not
today,
a game.
so
That's why I'm trying to understand you. No one. It just seems like you don't understand what I'm talking about. He don't understand what I'm talking about. That's why I said don't run up on me like that. To call somebody that can deal with the situation. If you don't know nobody like that, I don't even know who lives in San Pedro. That's why we came to San Pedro.
okay, you're talking about a bunch of stuff that's implied here.
Okay, that's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
That's what I'm known
Again,
for.
let me ask you questions, okay? And you can answer them as specific as you can.
We're not going nowhere with this.
Because you're not listening.
I'm
You're not-
listening.
you keep going off on things. Okay. So, with you today. Okay. At which point did you first interact with your cousin today, that caused this whole commotion to happen?
This morning at 6:45.
Okay. What was that about?
Him picking my son up early.
Okay. So he came to your house, to where you live, and picked up your son earlier than he's supposed to. When is he supposed to pick him up?
At 9:30 p.m. from 14 Native.
So at 9:30 p.m. he's supposed to.
9:45.
9:45 p.m. today.
Right now.
Okay.
What time is it?
It's like 8:45. Okay, so but he came over at 6 in the morning. All right, and then what happened then? Did he take your son, or did?
No, because that's what I'm trying to get to. That's what I'm trying to get this understanding, so y'all don't just ram and kill me or hurt me. You know what I mean? Just going off anybody. Sorry, I've been hurt enough. I just got ambushed in my house on Monday while my son was
It's going
there.
to get to the point where I'm not going to listen to you anymore. I'm just going to listen to everything he says
Okay,
because
well,
you're
you
not
already
telling
did
me.
that. Where you just
I have it.
I already
Well, I
put
just
my
got
point.
here.
So that's what you're gonna do. We gotta go to see the judge.
You have not explained anything.
I
to
don't
me.
have nothing else to say. I got the right to remain silent if I'm
That's
under
fine.
arrest.
Then do that, okay?
I'm
right
under
back.
arrest?
No, I just wait there.
Okay, thank you.
What's going on, man?
So they don't have any documentation
If
on
I
it.
got
So
the
when I
right to
called
remain
DCFS
silent, I
with
know
the
my
information
rights.
they gave me on the child to
Obviously,
see if there's an open case.
Everybody knows their
They
rights
said
and
they
they don't
are
give a
full
fuck.
custody,
Like, I give a fuck about
and
my
that,
rights.
she doesn't have custody of him, but they've been letting her see her son because
I
they
don't
said
wanna
that
talk
she's
no
been
more.
doing better. So they gave her permission to see him. But today when they called for her to return the child, she has been kind of evading them, so they had to come here and track her down.
Thank you.
And she's just refusing to get the child. All they want
Oh,
done
so
is to
he,
get the
I
child
should have
back.
called kidnapping on him.
Well, no, we
Okay,
don't-
oh, we planning the
So, but
kidnapping
is there?
game.
So they're saying that
my
DCSF
son's a
decided
rape
who's
victim.
supposed to. There's no
And
court
he
order
kidnapped
or.
him.
Sergeant's the one that told me because they don't have an actual they
don't
don't
have
have
any paperwork or
documentation
anything?
paperwork on them.
No, I got it
Okay.
ready when we
So I
ran
just told me to
inside.
just contact DCFS to see if there's an open case on it already, just to verify.
Okay. So, sir, I'm sorry, you have no paperwork, documentation on you at all? They'll help us.
Wasn't
figure this out?
expecting this.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it. I just don't have it on
I'm
me.
just coming to pick him up as a normal.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take custody of your son.
Yeah.
We're gonna go back to the station.
Yeah, and all of us going and wait.
No, your son's gonna come with us.
Yeah,
Okay. And then we'll have to figure out. We'll have to have DCSF come out, create a whole new case,
Yeah.
start over again.
that's what I'm saying.
Okay. There's
That's
no reason.
agreed. Thank you.
Well, no. Wait.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or we can.
Go ahead and grab him.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing. You didn't give me
We're not
another
playing
option.
games.
Bye. You want your stuff, baby?
All
Let him. Can he get his stuff, please?
Okay, you want him to go with him?
No.
Well, give me his stuff.
I'm just playing. Where else he gonna go?
We're not
He lives
playing,
with
ma'am.
him.
Aisha, we're not playing games. Sir.
Okay, we'll get
Okay?
his stuff. Let get his stuff. Like, look, this is very disrespectful.
What's his stuff?
He knows his stuff.
Okay.
How this move? He don't have nothing. This man stars my child.
You know what? If you don't give me his
Okay,
stuff, you can keep it.
No. Well, how am I gonna keep it? And what does that do for my child?
Well, you're not doing anything for your child
Okay,
right now.
I'm just asking
Okay.
you.
Maisha?
I'm stressed out. I'm having a hard time.
Explain to her what Department of Child Family Services told you.
Okay, come on. You're gonna be good. You can talk.
Okay, don't walk away, ma'am.
I've got to smoke. I've got to smoke. I'm trying to smoke. Okay. Yeah, I'm telling you, I don't blow to your face.
I spoke to the supervisor down at the CFS, and they informed me that on 2019 there was no complaints, and it shows that legal guardian.
2019?
Yes.
No, this. No, been illegally. See, this is how I know this is negligence. Since 2017. Yeah. So now, what's the next one?
Okay,
That
Maisha.
was the last case that was.
Okay.
So as
Oh,
far as
it was
any
another
prior
one?
information on it,
Whoa!
you didn't let me finish now. Sorry.
I'm just excited. That's it.
So it does show that.
Yeah. It's, based on the information that your partner got from the Department of Child Family Services.
Why don't you go with help, okay? You know what? We're not gonna. Don't worry. Just take him over, walk around the car.
Ma'am.
It's okay. She can.
Does he have a backpack?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Can I grab that
All
from?
of this stuff.
All right, I'll get that from him, all right?
Damn.
Backpack?
Like, why are y'all doing this to me?
We're not. We're just.
Y'all did. Look.
Where's his backpack?
And he told my son that he not safe. Look how he holding my son.
Where's his backpack?
I'm your angel. I love you, son. Don't fight. Relax. Y'all have a good night.
You too, ma'am.
Get ready, Casey. Just watch her. No.
So, you guys got all her information?
Yes, my partner has enough.
Okay.
3189.
DCSF know that.
Whoa! Hey! 3189.
The incident number is
3189. Whoa, hey, hey, hey! Whoa! Whoa! 511 officers, help, shots fired. The target. Partner, where are you? Get in the car, get in the car.
Let DCSF know that
She
about
surely knows.
Oh!
Into the curb. Hey guys, made a U-turn coming back at the officers, coming back to Kathy off of, I believe this is Shepherd here.
Oh! Up there. She's gonna go over the thing there. Oh,
It's actually Counselor Del
okay,
Mar.
she's out.
At TC, into the park here, guys. Hold the frequency control, hold the frequency.
I can't see it, airbags are open. We're gonna get her out.
Unit 36 with the vehicle for sales over Project Counselor Del Mar at Kathy.
Go ahead. Approach on the side. So we'll rest from. You guys stand by. Stand by. Stand by. Go ahead. By approaching, go ahead. Stand by.
Hey guys, just pull her out and flip her over.
Got it, got it. Let me know when to approach. Go!
Hey, go ahead. Go ahead. Pull her out. Pull her out.
Give me your arm, give me your arm. Come here, come here. On your stomach, on your stomach, on your stomach.
Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Anybody else in the car? Good?
Good.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the video courtesy of the YouTube channel Police Activity. There's a partial video courtesy of Los Angeles station ABC7 in LA that goes with this article. So the body cam video shows what happened before Los Angeles police officers opened fire on a woman who they say intentionally struck her child's foster mother with a car during a child custody dispute in San Pedro. The incident happened on October 1st at a Target parking lot near Capitol Drive and Gaffney Street. Police say 39-year-old Maisha Scott was there to meet the child's foster parents for a peaceful transfer of custody. However, things took a dramatic turn, forcing the foster father to call 911. I have a mom that I have custody of, and I need help because she's getting ready to get into a car and drive off, he said during the call. She's starting up the vehicle right now. She has the child in the car She has the child in the car with no car seat. Please. She's the mother of the child, the dispatcher asked. Yes. Moments later, responding officers were able to intervene in the custody dispute and talk to Scott. Because I'm upset, that's why, she told officers. So you keep telling me to calm down. That's why I said, can you call somebody that can negotiate our situation so we all be fair, so no one cause no more commotion. After a lengthy discussion, police took the 5-year-old boy and turned him over to the foster parents. Scott then got in a truck, a white U-Haul pickup, appearing to drive away. A moments later, she turned around, hit the gas. She began straight toward the child's foster mother and nearby officers. In the body cam video, you can hear an officer trying to get her to stop as tires screech in the background. The Target security camera also captured the sudden explosion of rage. You can see Scott speeding through the parking lot, striking the foster mom, and nearly hitting officers nearby. "Partner, where are you?" an officer is heard saying as he runs. "Get in the car, get in the car." As Scott continued to drive away, she encountered another officer who opened fire. A brief chase ensued, but the woman eventually hit a tree at Paseo del Mar and Pacific and was taken into custody. Police say she was not hit by gunfire, but she sustained minor injuries due to the crash. Scott has since been arrested and charged with 2 counts of attempted murder, assault with a deadly weapon on a police officer, and felony evading. The foster mother, who was run down, was not seriously injured. She was treated at the scene and was released shortly after. No officers were injured. Scott's vehicle was impounded as evidence. The complete investigation will be reviewed by the Chief of Police, the Board of Police Commissioners, and the Office of the Inspector General. The Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office, who also responded to the scene, will review the case to determine if the force used by the officer was reasonable. Guys, what you just saw and read, what you just saw and I just read, there should have been no cause for that. It was supposed to have been a peaceful transfer, but nah. Somebody decided to choose violence just to get what they wanted, and she got something she wasn't expecting, which was handcuffs and a few charges to her name, including attempted murder. Some people just have to learn the hard way. I'll look at these cases and a whole lot more this weekend. But for now, to recap why I originally came on, Charlie Adelson found guilty on all 3 counts in the murder of his ex-brother-in-law. I'll have all the details in that case, the ones I brought to you today, and a whole lot more this weekend. BETHEA'S BYTE Reloaded. Until then, thank you all so much for this expanded verdict watch edition of BETHEA'S BYTE Reloaded. I'm Ernest Bethea, the Last Outlaw. Take care of yourself. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. And I'll see you this weekend. Till then, bite this. For more information on all you've seen here, be sure to follow BETHEA'S BYTE Reloaded all over social media. This has been Verdict Watch from BETHEA'S BYTE Reloaded.